Welcome everyone to online guided meditation session. So in today's meditation session, we would be looking at freeing ourselves from expectations and desires. And we know that desires are a kind of energy. You can call it a thought, usually of wanting something, or could be an expectation, could be a wish, or could be a thought, or something which I want to get manifested from either from the external world, or either I would like to acquire this thing which I wanted it. It will, and the thought here is that it will make me happy. So it can fall in any of this category. It could be either expectation, it could be either wish, or it could be wanting something, or anything like that. Anything of like that can be categorized as desire. Irrespective of what bucket it goes into, desire always brings feelings of discontentment, right? So whenever we have a desire or whenever we have an expectation, we often see that until the desire gets met, until the expectation gets met, there is this feelings of discontentment or feelings of anxiety, or sometimes there could also be stress, or there could also be anger. Some person, maybe some other person, I wanted him to be in such way, but he's not that way. That is something I'm creating an expectation, and that will ultimately result to sorrow if that is not being met. Or if I want something from the material world, and if it's not getting manifested, I will start to worry about that. So in spirituality, it is also said that desires will not make you good, and that desires are like the shadows that keep following you until they have been addressed. Now, because I created a desire, I created this conditioning in my mind that only when these thoughts are met, I will be happy. So we got into this habit of postponing happiness. So as a result, if you ask someone, are you happy? They might say yes, but I will be happy when I see that I accomplish certain goal, or maybe could be buying a house, or maybe, I will be happy only when I save some X amounts of money in the bank, or so we keep chasing around or running around our desires. And as a result, we cannot experience that everlasting happiness. So what is the way to attain that everlasting happiness? So the only way which we suggest in spirituality is to remain content from inside. So not to be dependent on the external world or the material world for the happiness. So in today's meditation, we will take a moment to thank what we have already received and show some gratitude. And then we will also practice contentment. So this is really important to practice contentment and gratitude on a regular basis. If you want to have that state where I don't have a lot of desires or expectations. So to begin with, sit straight. You can keep your feet on the floor if that's okay for you, or if not, that is fine. And let us spend this next few moments to step back from the world outside, from the world of sound, from the world of doing, and let's step into the world inside, the world of my thoughts, my feelings, my experiences. the world inside my own hands. The world inside is in my own hands. So I come into this awareness of true self. I, the eternal point of the living light, on my golden throne of the center of forehead. I, the soul, am a self-sovereign, seated on my seat of self-respect. I go deep within. I go deep within my inner world, and I see and I ask myself this question: what kind of desires I have at the moment, or what are some expectations that have been haunting me? So for a moment, I detach from my story of whatever or whoever I am, and I realize that I am a soul, and I just take few moments of pause, and I just check in silence what are some of the desires or some expectations I still have, maybe with myself, or maybe with the world outside, or maybe with other people. So just check, take this time to do this checking in silence. And as a soul, I realize that I have this incredible ability to manifest happiness, irrespective of what is going on outside or at an external level. So I realize that whatever are my needs, those will be anyway taken care by the Supreme Being. So I don't have any desire or expectation, neither from the external world nor from the people, nor from my own story. And I challenge this idea of possessing material wealth makes me more happier, or the idea of wanting someone to be my way to be happier. Rather, I shift towards giving side. And as a child of the Supreme Being, I have this unlimited power within me to give peace, to give happiness, and to give comfort to the souls around me. And the more I surround myself with these thoughts of giving pure love, giving pure peace, and giving pure happiness, I see that my desires reduce and I become light-hearted. My heart becomes light and it starts to overflow with joy and happiness. And I thank Supreme Being. I thank the nature. I thank the people in my life for whatever I have received so far. There are only the feelings of gratitude, deep, deep gratitude to whatever I have received so far. I received the best so far, and I will continue to receive the best going forward. So there is no need for me to ask for the things or to have the desires about. And I do every action without any expectation. I don't let my consciousness get corrupted in the strain of desires or in this chain of desires. But rather, I separate myself from my own desires and give myself the freedom to fly. And just as a bird, when it is in a cage, although it can fly, but it has its limits, it has its boundaries. And these desires are like the cage that don't let me fly. So I come out of this cage of limited desires and I enjoy the flight of my life. I feel content with whatever I have. And this will help me to have pure feelings without the need to want more. So, in silence, I enjoy this state of being content, the state of being free from desires. I take a moment now and look at yourself. Feel that you have no desires anymore or no expectations, and feel how it would be like. And visualize this world where everyone is free from the knowledge of the desires. And you will realize that life becomes easy when there are no expectations. It is as if you have liberated yourself, and there is this feelings of constant happiness. Happiness that is not dependent on external world or the material world. Happiness that is inherent and your natural ability as a soul. So I take a moment to thank Supreme Being for filling my life with all the happiness. Happiness of belonging to the One. Happiness of the unlimited attainments that I have received. The virtues. I always have the access to this treasure house. This treasure house of peace, treasure house of love, and treasure house of happiness. And he's just one thought away. And so for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week, I keep this awareness of detaching myself from my own story and then not having the dependency on any limited desire for happiness, but rather I rely upon the Supreme Source. And this connection with the Supreme Being that is going to bring me whatever I need the most. Om Shanti. I am peace.